Hi guys, so today I'm doing some mini reviews of graphic novels I recently read. I will be discussing 3 graphic novels in this video. The first graphic novel is American Born Chinese by Jin Yang. This book consists of 3 interwoven stories. So there's a story of Jin Wang, who is a young boy who goes to a new school and he's trying to fit in as one of the only Asian American students at his school. He meets another boy who's Taiwanese and he has his problems kind of integrating with the other students. For example, people bully him and he has some girl troubles. So there's that story, and then the second story is a fable about a monkey king, and the third story is this strange cartoony racist story about this white guy whose Chinese cousin comes to town, and the cousin kind of encapsulates all of these horrible stereotypes of Chinese people that were prevalent in the United States, and these 3 stories kind of come together in a way towards the end. I wasn't a huge fan of this graphic novel, so I've already read one graphic novel by Jin Yang, and that was Boxers and Saints, and I really enjoyed Boxers and Saints. Like with Boxers and Saints, the art is quite cartoony, so as you can see here, this is with the Monkey King, and this is another example. So I like the art. I think that maybe it might not be for everybody, but I enjoyed that part. What I didn't like is the way the stories wove together and the way everything seemed a bit rushed. So I find that a lot of the backstory of how his parents met and stuff is quite rushed over, and I understand that there's so much that's going on in this book that the author can't spend too much time on each storyline, but I still felt that a lot of the aspects were quite rushed. And towards the end, I didn't really find that the ending was satisfying, and overall I wanted more and I wanted to learn more about the characters. But overall, it was still an okay read, and I would still recommend it to you if you like immigrant narratives, because I really love reading immigrant narratives, and I thought this was quite interesting despite my problems with it. So the next book I read is Anya's Ghost by Vera Brosgol, and this is also an immigrant narrative of sorts. This is about a teenage girl, and she came to the United States when she was 5 years old, and this is about her in the American school system. And what happens is one day she's walking around and she falls into a well and she meets a ghost, and the ghost follows her out of the well, and the ghost kind of attaches herself to her day-to-day life, and things happen. When she finds out more about the ghost's past, things get a bit creepy, and I really enjoyed that aspect. At the same time, I wasn't completely blown away by the story. I found that the story kind of came together a bit too quickly towards the end again, and I think if it had been a bit longer, this novel wasn't really that long. It was about maybe 200 pages. If this had been a bit longer and we had maybe gotten a bit more time with the characters, I think I would have been a bit more happy. But overall, I still thought it was quite an enjoyable read, and it was a fun, quick read for me to read between books. I really liked the art in this novel. It's in a lot of gray and purple tones, so I'll show you what it looks like. So it looks like that. I would definitely look into any other graphic novels that this author has written. And finally, I read Ghost World by Daniel Close, and I'll show you the art right away because I thought it was quite interesting. It's all in blue, white, and black. And this is about 2 teenage girls, and they've graduated from high school, and it's really about their day-to-day lives. And I really enjoyed the dialogue, and I thought it was quite believable the way these teenage girls talked and the way they talked to the people around them. I enjoyed the creepy kind of element throughout the book. Even though there wasn't necessarily anything creepy that happened, I still felt kind of creeped out at points. And I think that's because of a lot of the situations the girls get into. I kept thinking, oh, I really wouldn't want to be in this situation. Maybe because of that, I thought this was a really nice thing to read, and I really enjoyed it, and I liked the art. I didn't expect to like the art at first. I didn't really like it, but after a while I got really into it. And I think that's something that I feel with a lot of graphic novels. I don't always like the art when I first start reading it, but as I read it, I understand why the artwork was drawn the way it was. So overall, I actually think I liked this one more than the other 2, and even though this one is shorter and it took me even less time to get through, I really enjoyed seeing what happened in these girls' lives, and even though there wasn't a major storyline, I really enjoyed this. Those were 3 graphic novel reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys soon.